Previously on Red Raven River.
Karn, did you drop this guy from a great height?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The guy was just coughing up blood, okay? Maybe that's from the impact, but maybe he was riddled with disease, so we're not gonna eat him.
I'm sorry, some of us are trying to sleep, and I can hear you in my cabin, so could you kindly shut the fuck up?
A rock flies towards Delbert.
Karn, did you just throw a rock at me?
An iron box falls down from it and hits the ground, and what looks like a journal falls down to Delbert's feet.
I pick up the journal.
You all three start hearing a clicking sound.
I go north, towards the church.
I just ran in a direction. I don't do directions.
I go east to the tower thingy. Can I reach that pitch black area with my spear?
Your spear catches on something.
Oh, I poke at it some more.
And then all of a sudden, a series of papers just fall down. Someone was part of a research group. Big find, a cult, a couple of hastily scrawled notes that say, like, the environment reacts, don't trust your emotions. Delbert and Karn, as you are running towards the clock tower, you see the shadowy form just circling above the clock tower. And then once you see Tess come out, you see that dark form come down, grab her, and start picking her up. This giant, black, shadowy, bird-like form lifts you up farther into the air, and then lets go. We go back in time 2 days before Littleman, Tess, Delbert, and the rest of the group squeezed into rented canoes. It's now around 7 p.m., but there is still plenty of summer light for Akula to show the installation guy Howard the broken frame of the cabin's entrance. Howard convinces Akula that a steel door with a reinforced frame is what she really needs. The two talk a little more as the sun starts dipping below the tree line, and Akula finally asks Howard if he wouldn't mind also helping her get the equipment and canoes ready tomorrow after he installs the new door. She explains that she recently lost the person who was supposed to help her. Howard agrees and drives away, leaving Akula as she goes into the cabin to arrange some things and put some cash into an envelope. She's about to leave when the normally loud forest goes silent. She looks out a window, but sees only the dark forms of nearby trees. Then, loud as a gunshot in the still night, she hears it. A single, strange click. Confused, she opens the door to the cabin office, an easy thing to do since most of the frame is busted. She takes a look around, but seeing nothing, begins to close the door when a loud thud on the cabin roof stops her, until she hears the scraping. She then quickly tries to close the door just in time to feel something smash into the other side. The impact knocks her in the door half a foot, but she plants her feet and quickly pushes it closed again. There is a moment of stillness as she has her back to the door, holding it shut, before the window explodes into the cabin and something cannonballs into the table. Kula screams and runs. She tries to get to her car, but something soggy and large slams into her back and sends her flying out into the forest. She gets to the clearing where the spring feeding the Red Raven River begins, and then there's an eruption of pain in her shoulder, and she sees the ground falling beneath her. The next day, Howard walks into the cabin office, saying Akula's name, but finding only an envelope of cash on the floor and broken window glass. He calls Akula's cell phone, but getting no response, he counts the money and then begins installing the new metal door and frame. He also pushes the canoes into place and loads them with equipment, finishing with a water-resistant tarp on top. Before leaving, he decides to also board up the window and sends a text to Akula saying he also does window installation.
Karn, are you gonna catch me now?
No!
Karn, I want you to make a lower roll with disadvantage because you're distracted.
What am I distracted by?
I don't know.
It's a 6.
You do have time to look up and see that she is falling, and there is a pressure and vibration in the back of your head as some kind of force within you kind of tries to reach out to almost like slow her fall, except then you get hit by the immense pain in your leg, and whatever you were doing, it fails. Tess takes 6 points of damage as your body slams into the ground.
Wah, wah.
Okay, Tess.
Okay, I've got questions for people.
I've got answers.
Okay, Delbert, how are you doing health-wise?
Oh, Delbert, how am I doing health-wise? Delbert is at 8 hit points still.
Tess?
She's at -3.
Karn?
2.
Tess? It is my... Oh, okay. You need to make a very important roll for me, Tess. Just roll it naturally and tell me the number.
You can do it.
Roll high.
You want to tell the man your number?
17.
You smash into the ground and you feel the bones in your legs, in your arms, everything cracks and bends in unnatural ways these bones were not supposed to crack and bend. This is not going to be good. And your head impacts and you feel your skull crack under the skin. And Karn and Delbert, you see rib bones kind of sticking out from parts of her body. You see shins and pieces of bone that have just pierced right out of her skin. But right now, she is alive.
Meat back on the menu.
Is that a good thing?
She is bleeding out right now, but she is alive.
Check her pulse.
So, Tess, time to see how good your friends are. Karn and Delbert, you have... What would you like to do? Oh, the shadow, after it dropped her, is still circling in the sky.
Karn, keep an eye on the sky. Let me know if that thing starts coming down. Tess, stop bleeding.
Kim, go ahead and get your backup character ready. Get Lily ready.
She's ready.
It's in the bone.
I mean, I've got rudimentary first aid skills. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything here. And I think I know that. The best I could do is just try, Tess, this is going to be so great for your Graham. Everyone becomes famous, more famous after they die. Think about Van Gogh. He wasn't a success until his death. I will take your phone and I will upload everything you took on this trip and I will tell your story. Is there anything you want to tell me? She's just puckering out her lower lip. Tess, what are your last words? What was that? You do it all for the gram? It's all for the gram, Tess?
It's all for the gram. As you two are having this sweet, sweet last moments, Lily, from out of the forest, you start running and you have a mirror in your hand. And Lily, you use this mirror to catch the rays of moonlight and you start flickering it at the shadow. Lily Uakalani, can you please make a roll for me?
How is this pronunciation?
Pretty dang good.
Ooh, Lily's coming in with hot dice. A 2.
As you're running, you're more focused on trying to shine this little shiny light at the form that you're not paying too much attention to your feet. So you trip over the challenge me guy and kind of stumble into the ground. But then you get back up.
Digging.
Yeah, your mirror is now kind of cracked a little bit,
no.
so it's not quite as shiny as it was. However, it has caught the shape's attention, and now it's heading towards Lily, away from Delbert, Karn, and Tess. Delbert and Karn, you see Tess take her last breath and then let out a death rattle as life escapes her, and you see this bluish green image of Tess kind of lifting up. Tess, what do you think your last kind of pose or Instagram image would look like?
You gotta tell it to him.
Oh,
I can't see.
Yeah, you're off to the side. You won't.
I forgot that.
This is an
Yeah,
audio
you do it.
medium sometimes.
She did one of these numbers where she's like, with the peace sign up on her eyes, like classic,
The V.
the V. It was like a head tilt, hip out, like a little grin, like all them Asian girls be doing because she's a stereotype.
Beautiful. She does that, except after she does the cute, peace sign, 2 fingers to her forehead, the image of her then decays into this horrific black void monster itself, which looks down upon Karn and Delbert. With Delbert, you especially, you can get this, the buzzing has started in the back of your head, and from this form, you get anger, distrust, disbelief, rage, vengeance. What do you want to do?
Run. I am gone. That is not what's supposed to happen. I am gone. I've got her phone. I'm expecting Karn to be paying attention, because wherever that thing is, I'm going the other direction. Did I notice Lily?
Oh yes, you've noticed Lily. Lily, you woke up in a nest.
Oh.
Before you came out of the forest. You woke up in a nest. Your options right now, you can take them back to the nest, you can try to take them to one of the other buildings, or you can just run into the forest in general. What do you want to do, Lily?
I take him back to the nest.
Karn still has a spear in his leg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
However, Delbert has left you,
Yes.
Delbert has left.
and there is a dark, angry ghost, testicle ghost, just staring daggers at you right now. And she takes out a ghost phone, which turns into like a Kandarian dagger. And she's just trying to come at you going, smile for the camera, smile for the camera, smile for the camera. What do you want to do, Karn?
I call this one the Magnum, and then I flash it. Dink!
Roll your lore, please.
That's a 19.
The ground beneath you, all the sticks, all the rocks, all the loose dirt, some of the clay from the circle, from like the summoning circle, all of it just combines into one mass that then just gets shot and encompasses this dark, shadowy, angry ghost. And it's held in place. What do you want to do, Karn?
Finally, I have a captive audience. Okay, so now I can practice my tight 5 stand-up routine. Okay, so you're there. So on these doors in like grocery stores and stuff, it always says in case of emergency, door may not open. Right? What is the door defined as an emergency? Like, is it the same thing that I define as an emergency? Because like, if I gotta go to the bathroom, I define that as an emergency, and if the door doesn't open, that's a real problem, because then I got poopy in my pants.
Is it dead?
Is it dead? No. So, Karn, you're currently pinned to the ground with a spear through your leg into the ground. Do you want to run with the spear through your leg, or do you want to take the spear out, or do you just sit there and come what may?
Take the spear out.
Make a roll for me. Do not add your skill.
14.
Good enough. You pull it out, and lucky you, it did not hit any arteries, any veins. It's bleeding naturally, but you're not bleeding out. I assume you're following Delbert and Lily?
No, he left me.
Okay, where do you go? And just just so everyone's clear, Jimothy Littleman is for all intents and purposes dead, and this is your last character with 2 hit points. What do?
I follow him.
I'm not trying to. I ain't railroading your decisions here, bro. I'm just making sure we got all the knowledge we need.
You didn't even make me do a roll for killing that earlier. I don't know, man.
Look, I already feel really bad for having to kill one of you, okay?
I follow him.
Lily, you get them under some cover back into, not deep into the forest, but along the forest edge next to the cabins. And that's where you show them the nest. Inside the nest, you see a bunch of bodies. You see Littleman. You see the girl who Delbert hit with the water balloon. You see some other people that were in the other float trip canoes. You also see a familiar, skinny, pale, blonde-haired woman who has a new shirt, but still has a name tag on.
It's a Kula. Ooh. Wait, now is this a literal nest, like out of branches and stuff?
This is a probably 10-foot by 10-foot literal nest. Lily, you woke up in this nest, and also in this nest are like little knickknacks, like little shiny things. You just happened to take a mirror as you heard screaming from those other jokers when you ran. What do you want to do?
What other shiny things are there?
Numerous.
Any shiny thing you can think of, it's yours.
I'm trying to leave your options open.
I don't know.
Maybe there's a shiny katana.
Could be.
What do I do with that?
What are you? It's better than tested with a spear.
Delbert and Karn, you get to the nest, you see all this. I assume you check on Littleman. Littleman is still breathing, and so is Akula.
Still no dick. Littleman, Akula, wake up!
Littleman doesn't respond. Akula's eyes flutter open, and says, "Oh no, it's the crazies."
We lost your boats.
You can see that she has a chunk of flesh missing from her left shoulder, like something has a hole punched through it.
Ow.
Are you okay?
No, oh God, this hurts. I was at the cabin and then I was in the air.
Listen.
Oh no,
something...
it's all true, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, your family has something to do with this because I found a newspaper article. You guys don't know this yet because we were dealing with... Okay, Lily, I totally tried to save Tess and she totally died with no gunshot wounds. It was just a fall from the sky.
Man, she spared me, man.
And don't worry about it. Anyway, Akula, you tell me about your uncle... What was his name? Opie?
Fester.
Otis.
Otis. Otis. Your uncle Otis was some sort of professor out here investigating this weird cult town. And there's Finnish people here at some point. And there's some sort of cult ritual. And shiny bobble rock things that'll get real hot. And a fucking bird creature. And none of this was on the goddamn pamphlet. And I think we need to revisit that fucking discount.
I don't want to be here. I want to be a singer. I don't want to be in this job. I want to be on the stage. I don't like this job. I don't like this family. Grandpa Sergey. Look, I thought he was crazy. Always talking about how his brother got, destroyed by some monster in the woods. I mean, yeah, look, brothers die, okay?
Is it like a brothers die? Or or your brother?
You see her take her hand and just stick it, cleanly. She goes through the hole in her shoulder, comes back and goes, "What the hell is that?"
Look, you're going to be more aerodynamic. Let's not worry about that and the fact that I don't think you should be alive right now, but you are, and now I'm your best chance at survival. I've only lost, I double-checked Jimothy, one person.
She starts taking, leaves and branches and just starts, packing the wound herself, kind of in and out of it. What you get from her is that Grandpa Sergey had said his brother had been on a researcher down here, came down with confirms a lot of what you found in the newspaper article, adds that on the last trip, Grandpa Sergey went down with them and was the only one to come back. And since then, closed the family business, boarded up that part of the river, and when he would get really drunk at midnight, 2 a.m., he would start saying how it was all his fault because he had envy in his heart. He had anger in his heart, and he caused it somehow.
Trying to think if Delbert's smart enough to understand what's going on here.
Can I actually have Lily, Delbert, and Karn make a roll for me? Let's see if you can figure exactly what's happening.
13.
13.
Lily got a 9.
9.
Delbert got a 10.
A 10. Karn explains to you that probably what is happening is you guys didn't do your best model poses in the circle. You came in not with your mind on the job, thinking about something else, and maybe that's what the giant thing in the sky is all about.
You ever think of that?
No, I didn't. You guys been getting weird feelings though, in the back of your head?
Oh, yeah. I get weird I get weird feelings all the time. Yeah.
Like you know what each other's feeling?
Well, never mind.
I'm still trying to figure out why you were so confused earlier when I was mad at you because you threw a rock at me.
I didn't throw any rock.
You yelled at me to shut up.
Look at these
and
arms.
Then a rock came flying.
No, not me.
And then Jimothy was here, and before I could feel Jimothy in my head. And then when I couldn't find him in the collapsed cabin, I couldn't feel anything. This place is weird, man. I think we got into Jimothy's drugs.
Oh, I definitely did.
Lily, you've been here in this nest this whole time?
I've been microdosing this whole time.
And Akula? Fox?
Akula has passed out.
She got picked up out of the cabin. That other group got picked up. It's a rapture. I knew it. Grandmama talked about it. We were not clean, good people, and we didn't get raptured. And now we get stuck here and we're left with the demons, and that's a demon bird.
Lily, can you make a roll for me?
That is a natural 20. Yeah, it's pretty high. Impressive.
Lily?
Yeah?
As they're talking, you look up and you see that a lot of the moon has been covered by clouds, and a weather system is beginning to form directly above you, and it's blocking your light. And in your head, you say, it would really help us if we could see. And in that moment, all the clouds in the sky dissipate and go away, and it is now just bright moonlight outside.
Ooh.
Lily, what's your favorite weather? Temperature-wise, climate-wise?
70-ish. And climate-wise?
Heavy breezes, light breeze, no breeze?
Bright and sunny.
Sunny, yeah.
Light breeze, sunny, like late spring-ish.
Golden hour.
After the clouds in the sky have disappeared, the moonlight starts shining just a little bit brighter, like more sunlight somehow gets reflected off it, and the surrounding area just lights up it's noticeable but subtle. Also, before, this area was kind of damp and a little bit coolish, more like 62, 63. You feel the air temperature slowly start to come up to that really nice golden zone that you enjoy, Lily.
Nice.
Fucking storm over here. And all I'm saying is we need to get right with God if we're going to get out of here.
I said the prayer before I went to bed, so.
Did you mean it?
Yeah, I said amen. Well, actually, I said amen.
Is
Amen.
Is Akula still breathing?
Akula is still breathing.
And Jimothy's still breathing?
Jimothy is still breathing. Everyone else, you guys are still breathing. There's more
thank God.
Bodies in this nest, but they are not breathing.
And
clearly dead.
Obviously, Big Bird thing, this has to be its nest. So staying here, I don't think is the right move.
No, we pretend to be his babies, and then it feeds us.
Your
That's
crane is
true.
convincing.
Yeah, I'll do it right now. Oh wait, one of my legs is fucked up because there's a spear in it.
Sorry about that. I don't know if we can lug around Fox and Jimothy.
And Kern with a 10-foot spear in it. Can I use? There's a bunch of shiny stuff. Is there a knife or like a
Like a knife?
like a machete?
Oh,
A
Like a
machete.
machete.
A
Yeah.
machete?
Yes.
Mother's lucky machete.
Can I?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's a machete there. You pick it up. Parts of it are shiny, but parts of it are also pretty rusted. And you take a look at it. You look at the handle. And the handle, it's engraved Akula's Research Company.
Oh.
Ooh. What are you going to do with that machete?
Well, we can't possibly get anywhere with Karn with a 10-foot spear on his leg. So
Cut the leg off.
Can I?
Wait, time out. Did you not remove that when you ran away?
But then I put it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. To stop the bleeding.
What time to put it in?
Okay.
Can I machete off the excess ends? I don't want to pull it out because it's gonna end up bleeding everywhere. So can I just
okay.
machete it off?
Karn, you let her do this?
Whatever, man.
Whatever. Okay. You may roll the dice, add your skill, and do it with advantage because Karn's allowing you to do it.
Karn whole body hurt.
Well, you might not have to worry about it soon.
17.
2 ends come off, clean and quick. And the wood is now plugging up the hole in Karn's leg. It still hurts. It's not supposed to be there. It's a really unfortunate splinter, but you're no longer bleeding for now.
I'm going to tear off the bottom half of Fox's shirt to make a tourniquet around Karn's leg.
Easy enough
Out
to
of
do.
all the people, you could have picked a dead person. but you didn't.
Hey, she's Foxy.
She's Foxy. Now we see them
So
abs.
then what? Okay.
It looked like the cleanest shirt. That's why. And, yeah,
Delbert.
look, I want to... Oh,
After you finish that, the back of your head starts to vibrate, and you get the sensation of 2 separate entities, and one of them just has, betrayal is the feeling you're getting from them. The other one, you're getting rage. And these sensations are now coming closer towards your area. Question time. Karn, don't tell me how Tubbs died. Tell me what he was doing right before he died.
He was
On the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, he was spitting over the edge.
Delbert, what did your group do as Tubbs was spitting over the edge of the Eiffel Tower that caused Tubbs to die?
well, as I was trying to check for various things that could possibly take down the Eiffel Tower. Dick was minding his business, reading literature on the tower itself that nobody cared about. Jimothy was so high that he was still stuck in the elevator. Tess and Karn were trying to convince Lily to take pictures of them with each of their phones simultaneously, and she was getting frustrated, and everyone was bumping around trying to do their whole thing with that while Tubbs was leaning over trying to spit as far as he could off the Eiffel Tower. So general shenanigans and tomfoolery was going on, and perhaps they got in Delbert's way when he was focusing on trying to find threats to the tower. And when bodies start bumping, maybe Tubbs caught an elbow, and maybe Tubbs fell over the side of the tower, which you'd think there'd be better safety things than that. But then Delbert grabbed Tubbs and caught him by the arm, and he's holding him for dear life. And his sleeve is ripping from his bulging muscles, and he's got him, and he's got him, and Tubbs is chill with it. He's fine. He's like, whatever, man, whatever. And Delbert brings him back in, and he's safe. And then we're all like laughing about it and having snacks. And someone didn't pay attention when they bought pastries from the local shop, and there were nuts in it. And Tubbs is allergic to nuts, and he had an allergic reaction. And turns out when he fell off the side of the tower, he dropped his EpiPen, and he went into full anaphylactic shock. And with Jimothy in the elevator, Jimothy had accidentally hit the emergency stop button and fucked it all up, and we could get nowhere, and all we could do was sit there and watch as...
Hey, I'm operator, man. I don't know. This thing stopped halfway up, and now I'm kind of just here, man, talking to you. So how's your day going? I was an elevator guy for a while, but then would you believe it? This exact thing happened. But it was a lady was giving birth on the elevator, man.
These are nearly the final words that Tubbs has to listen to as he's dying. Yes.
And then nobody wants to take the blame for it. Nobody remembers who bought the pastries, and we are concerned. We don't know the laws here. We can't go down for this. So in a panic, we all decide that we're gonna throw Tubbs's body off the side anyway. And it was just, we're gonna tell everyone it was a suicide.
That is brutal.
You get from that pressure in the back of your head, all these memories, all these feelings, all those sensations just suddenly rush through you, and you are certain that whatever is one of the things coming at you has these same memories and same feelings. Here's what we're gonna do. You are about to be assaulted by the Red Raven, basically, and you're also about to be assaulted by Tess's ghost. We're gonna do 3 rounds. You need to get a number of successes before you get a bunch of failures, okay? This will determine whether you escape, whether you contain, destroy, disperse these creatures, or whether your story ends here in the forest. So, I'll give you guys about 3 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. What is your plan going to be? Are you thinking of this needs to be a matter of escape, or this is a last stand kind of maneuver? Do you want it to be here in the forest? Do you want to try to move to one of the other buildings in the village? What are you guys thinking of doing?
Okay, well, what's the layout of this nest? They're coming from the village, right?
Yes.
So if we were to try to run to one of the other buildings, we would have to go past them.
Yes.
And the other side of the nest is what? Just more woods?
It's more empty woods, and the buck has been taken care of. The bear is still out there.
What about the moose?
Turn into moose jerky. No problem.
Do we fight or do we run?
I say we fight.
Okay, how do we fight this?
I say I don't know.
I'm being filled with these overwhelming negative emotions. And I'm tired of feeling those.
Well, fight it with positivity.
I think we fight it with positivity.
I'm gonna hug it.
I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna set aside Delbert's ego. Delbert's not gonna talk in the third person anymore. Delbert's not better than all of you.
You're still doing it.
I'm not better than all of you. Karn, you are a valuable member of society. Tess was a valuable member of society. Jimothy was a member of society. Lily, a valuable member of society. Dick, I don't know where he is. Dick's awesome though. That's a good Dick. Fox, looking good in that cutoff shirt. Valuable member of society. That bird? That is a heckin' good giant bird. They should be real proud of being that big a bird. I don't want to die. I'm sorry we threw Tubbs off the thing. I'm sorry we didn't know that there was a first aid kit right there in the Eiffel Tower that contained an EpiPen. How was I supposed to know that? I didn't know about survival back then. That's what drove me to learn how to survive. I don't want to die, but if I have to die, I'm gonna die with you guys, my friends, who respect me. So let's, they can take my life, but they can never take my freedom!
That's interesting, because in America, we have more people locked away, per capita than most places, so I would say they could easily take your freedom, man.
Two shapes smash right through the trees at you guys. Delbert, you're gonna try to apologize to it?
Yes, I'm gonna send as much positive energy towards this thing as possible.
Okay.
Starting with the test one, if that's the first one there, or if they're there roughly at the same time.
All right. Lily, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You are a prankster, if that helps.
I pretend to be dead.
Okay.
Just like who's in the nest with us?
Fox
Fox
and Jimothy.
and Jimothy. Yes.
All right. And Karn.
Christian side hug.
Give me that
Okay.
Christian side hug.
Everyone make a roll. Add your skill.
Christian side hug? I thought he was gonna say Christian mingle stuff.
With these prices in this economy?
There you go.
Delbert got a natural 20 plus 4.
Nice.
Lily got a 13 plus 3. She got a 16.
Nice.
17.
These are the big rolls we've been looking for.
These spirits, these forms, smash through the forest. They come at you. You can see their eyes, both of them, they're all just burning deep red. They're showing up so well in this moonlit night, thanks to Lily. And Delbert immediately comes out of the box. Bang, bang, bang. Comes out of the corner. Epic apology. Smash. Just says everything he said to you guys. It's like he was doing a rehearsal. It's great. You can see the two shadowy images diminish a little bit after he gives his lovely speech. Karn, which one do you hug?
The ghost.
You go up, do you say anything when you give the ghost a hug?
No.
Yeah, it did. Okay, fine. You give it a hug, and the ghost test feels cool to the touch, but you keep getting in there, and you what kind of hug? You're giving her a Christian side hug?
Side hug.
Christian
What
side
is
hug. Okay.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Lily starts singing.
No more. I'm supposed to be pretending to be dead.
You're really good.
Lily is lying down, just pretending her best, laying down like a dead body, not moving, just laying the situation, not disrupting the beautiful moment that is already happening. All right. And you see the shadowy form diminishes a little bit, and then Ghost Tess kind of pushes Karn off her, and the shadowy raven, its eyes start going back red, and they advance closer to you guys. Now what do you want to do? Please, you have to choose something different.
Dance off.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I start talking about all the great things I'm gonna do to keep Tess's Instagram account alive and thriving. I've got her phone. I'm gonna curate the shit out of that. I'm gonna do flash mobs to do all do the poses from her top posts of all time, and I am going to make sure that there are multiple scholarships in her honor.
Is that true?
I'm gonna try, because she's bringing in money from this Graham account. It's gonna be with her money.
Okay. Setting up a trust within her name with her money. Okay.
For up and coming young Grammars.
Yeah.
Got it.
And they will be the testicles.
Lily, are you gonna join the dance off?
No. Shiny object. I pull out a pair of nunchucks
Okay.
out of the nest. And I start entertaining these creatures with my nunchuck skills.
That I hope you have.
Excellent. Karn, make a roll, add your skill. Lily, make a roll, don't add your skill. Delbert, make a roll with your skill and advantage because you have the phone.
I got 18.
Okay. Lily got a 13. Oh, wait, you said plus her skill or no? No skill.
No
for her,
skill.
so she's got
No
13.
skill on that one.
23. A 19 plus 4.
The shape that is the ghost of Tess looks at you, Delbert, looks at the phone, looks at you, and then gives you the Instagram pose that her spirit gave, the 2-finger salute before, and her body evaporates into the moonlight.
Aww.
You are doing your best num-chuck impression. However, you twirl it a little too hard and it goes off into the forest, leaves your hand. You do one of those kind of jazz hands like, ta-da, I meant to do that, but no one's really buying that, and dance off. You're 17 on a dance. Describe what these dance moves look like.
It's the female night elf dance from World of Warcraft.
Okay, and what does that look like?
It's sexy.
It's sexy and it works.
Sexy and know it.
The raven actually starts mimicking the dance with you, and the flaming redness in its eyes dim just a little bit. But then it flares up one more time and it throws a wing towards Lily. Lily, you get hit by a phantom wing basically and get shoved out of the nest up against a tree. Take 2 points of damage.
Damn.
Last round. What are you doing?
All that's left is bird.
All that's left is bird.
This bird, clearly hungry, but I see all these bodies. I think it's struggling to eat. So I'm going to take a bite out of one of the bodies.
Yeah.
Chew up the food.
No one can see my head, but I'm nodding. Yes, yes.
And then regurgitate it into the bird's mouth.
Uh-huh.
And feed my little baby bird, because it just needs parenting
And love.
and love.
I like this idea so much, I'm gonna say it's the idea of the group.
But Jimothy was still breathing.
I didn't bite Jimothy, one of the other corpses.
That's true. Well, this depends, yeah. What kind of meat we talking? Which body we doing?
Well, there was the
If
lady
you
that
want
got hit
this
by the
bird
water
to get
balloon, right?
fucked up, you should feed it Jimothy.
Jimothy's not dead. Okay, we're not fighting Jimothy. The female camper, or...
Foxy. Fox.
No, Foxy's still alive, too. It's the female floater that was
Yes.
dead.
this-
Her body's got to be somewhat fresh. I'm not biting an old body.
Okay.
So it's her body, you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roger.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll with advantage.
And it's the group's idea.
This is actually, because it's the group, roll 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Super advantage.
Super advantage.
13.
13?
That's the highest we got. And it went progressively higher each roll.
Did you add your skill?
Oh, no. 17 with my skill.
Okay. Which part of the body do you take the bite from?
Oh, the ass.
Okay. You get in there
He's eating it like it's groceries.
and you just rip a chunk out, chomp it down with your teeth a little bit. You walk up right to the raven. You give it the, yeah. And the raven looks at you and just opens its beak. And then you stick your head in and you just start vomiting directly into its mouth. Only it looks more sensual than that for some reason. Like a really romantic embrace of two entities coming together, sharing a meal. It's a beautiful thing. And when you're finished, you step back and the bird transforms into the visage of Tubbs. And Tubbs just looks at the three of you, looks up to the sky, just gives you a salute and evaporates.
I don't know. Tubbs could turn into a bird?
It takes you all night, a good part of the morning, but you carrying Akula and carrying Littleman make it out up above the cliffs on the bluffs where eventually helicopters have begun circling around. Akula wakes up and says, "What are those?"
Helicopters.
You look in the direction from where they're coming from, and there's this pinkish green, like orbish light that's emanating from the direction of where the Red Raven River begins.
Fox, I think your river's broken.
Shit was always cursed, what?
Wait, you knew?
you for listening to this episode of Red Raven River, an actual play podcast by your friends at Horrorble Opinions. For this story, we are using the Eldtrich hack system by Dan Masters, which can be found at DriveThruRPG. Music and sound credits can be found in the show notes. Remember to subscribe to Horrorble Opinions and tell others about us so we can continue growing our Horrorble community. And as always, I've been your Game Master Ryan. Thanks for listening, Horrorble people.